All right. Dating with booby, right? Dating a woman with children. I'm going to disclaim this one because a lot of women are going to be upset with me. They're probably going to block me, delete me, curse me the fuck out. Personally, I don't give a shit. A lot of niggas would agree. There's probably going to be some niggas that don't agree. Personally, I don't give a shit. Leave a comment. I enjoy the smoke. You heard? Now, the reason why I don't date women with children, or I don't like the idea of dating a woman with children, is because I personally feel like that's the woman double dipping with that new relationship. And what do I mean by that? Right? Most of the time, 70-80% of the time, if you're dating a woman with children, she's collecting child support from that father. Whatever amount it may be, whether it's sufficient or not, she's collecting support for that child. Now, when that woman goes into a new relationship, she automatically has the notion and the expectation of that new man to step up, to still take care of that child that doesn't belong to him. That man is still expected to provide, right, financially, along with the old man that's supposed to provide for his child as well. So the woman gets two men who are financially contributing to that child that doesn't belong to him, right? Then on top of that, dating a woman with children, you have to deal with the baby daddy issues. There's always baby daddy issues. 99.4% of the fucking time. You might get a 0.6% of the time when you get lucky, right? You know why? Because when you're dating a woman with children, you have all the responsibility with no authority over that child. So responsibility with no authority is equivalent to slavery. You're going to do it, and you can't say nothing about it. You don't have no right to do anything about it. So with that being said, right, it's really a lose-lose for men. Here's some examples. Let's say I'm dating a girl. Let's say that girl has 3-4 kids. I'm dating that girl, right? I take that girl seriously, right? I have to invest in those kids. I have to move from now a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom house to a 3-4-bedroom house. So what that cost me now is what, $2,000, $2,300 in mortgage or rent now, because I have to compensate for another man's kids, because all of the kids are not going to sleep in the same room with me and the new girl that I'm dating. Now my grocery bill went up. Instead of feeding me and my girl, I had to feed me, my girl, and her kids. So groceries went up from $100 for myself, $120 for myself, right, to maybe $300 dating a woman, right, and then to $600-700 dating a woman with kids, because all the kids are gonna have to eat, right? Now dating a woman now, I am last place after the children. Come on, babe, let's go on a date. I want to go to the movies. Well, let me go get a babysitter. All right, who's paying for that babysitter? Still gonna come out of my pocket. That babysitter is not available. Now the kids become a priority over the time I want to spend with that woman. Then on top of that, right, you still have to deal with baby daddy. I don't like the way you spoke to my kid. I don't like the way you said this, and that. Now me and the baby daddy are beefing. And when niggas beef, we take things to extremes, especially when we feel disrespected. Men are territorial. So you put us men in the liability of jail and life and death. So dating a woman with children, me personally, I told the woman straight up, like, you know, you cool, but it's not my preference to date a woman with children. And if I do date a woman with children, if I do, because I've already learned this experience, don't expect me to be involved in that child's life. Don't expect me to be a stepdad. Don't expect me to go to basketball practice, football tryouts, cheerleading practice. I've done all of that. I've done it. And it never worked out. Never worked out 100% of the time. I am 34, got over 100 and something plus bodies, dealt with all types of fucking women, and there's not one scenario or circumstance where that shit worked out for me in my favor. And then on top of that, right, dating a woman with children, you have to deal with their personalities, each one of their personalities. You're not my dad. fuck you, nigga. I know you just got me presents for Christmas. Who the fuck are you? You not my daddy. They're not gonna respect you, especially when they hit the teenage years or even in their early years. And then if you do date a woman with children and you bond with those children and you break up, you don't have no rights to those fucking children. Those children are not yours. You can't go to court and say, I still want to see Emily. I've been taking her to cheerleading practice for 4 years. I still want to see what I considered my daughter, because women would expect men to treat their children as their own. Right? We don't have no rights to them. So what benefits do we have dating a woman with children? Then on top of that, your body's shot now. The more children that you have, we get the leftovers. As fucked up as that may sound, we get the leftovers of what a woman would have been if she didn't have children. We get the last of their time. We get the full responsibility financially of that. We really don't get shit. We can't even get blood from them because they don't even share the same blood. O positive, B negative. We can't even share a kidney. So what benefit would a man have dating a woman with children, especially if you got multiple baby daddies? Now you got to deal with multiple issues, multiple personalities, multiple different circumstances and situations that don't really benefit the man at all. I'm sorry, and this is for the women, and I'm sorry, I hate to say it, as fucked up as it may sound, right? A lot of men who work hard are overlooking you. Why go for the woman with kids that will be last place in that woman's life as a priority when we can go with the women who don't have kids? Why? We worked hard to get the education. We worked hard to get the house. We worked hard. We're picking and choosing, selecting what's going to be better for us to grow with. If I'm trying to go to school, if I want to go to college to get another degree so I can get a better paying job, I can't go to college if I'm responsible for another man's kids. Because Jimmy has soccer practice on Tuesday, Tanya has cheerleading on Wednesday, fucking Rachel fucking has art class that I have to take her to, and maybe one of your kids might have some counseling or some shit. Right? So what time does that leave me to progress in my life? If I had the responsibility of somebody else's child, if it was my responsibility, I got it. But then women say a real man would, trying to demonize men who choose not to choose them for the choices that they made that was against themselves. A real man would. A real man would tolerate what? I'm sorry. I've been in so many life and death situations over baby daddies. Man, I remember one time I was dating this girl, man. I'll never forget her name, Elmira. I'm not gonna give you the details of how deep it went, but it got to the point where I was taking her kids to father-daughter hold downs. I was doing parent-teacher conference. I was in the fucking hospital every time they was sick. Baby daddy would call me every fucking day from block numbers, unknown numbers. I'm gonna kill you, nigga. You're around my kids. And never fucking saw me, knew where I lived, all of the extra shit. So much fucking drama. Last relationship almost crashed out because the girl that I was dealing with was living a double life. Had put the battery in his back and put the battery in my back. He's stalking me. He won't leave me alone, telling me don't worry about him. Baby daddy issues. And then both of us about to kill each other. They don't see that. Nobody sees that. But when you make decisions to give a man a child, stick with it. And then go for marriage first before, and then solidify a relationship before you have a fucking child, because you put yourself in compromising positions. For what? Think about it. If you know, and the women would ignore all the signs. They'll break their own rules, right? For a man that they like. If you know that nigga got locked up 4 or 5 times, if you know that nigga had 4 or 5 kids and he ain't taking care of the kids he had with Rachel, Tanya, fucking Erica, and all the extra shit, what makes you think he's gonna take care of your kid? He's not. If you see this nigga not working, you see this nigga ain't doing shit with his life, you see this nigga want to go outside and party and smoke and drink and shit, you still gonna give this nigga a kid and expect him to change? Women want to change the men they like into a reality or a notion that they have in their mind. Thinking that if I just pressure him, manipulate him, control him, nag him, he's going to become the man I want him to be. Instead of accepting that man for who he is and not ignoring everything that came with it. Men control commitment, women control sex. Women also control life and fucking death. So that's a responsibility that falls on that woman, that women don't want to take accountability for the decisions that they fucking make. And then when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, you have all these baby daddies, you complaining niggas ain't shit. Niggas ain't shit. No, bitch, you ain't shit. Because you had that kid and you put that kid into a world of suffering. If you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of a kid. The man that you with can't take care of himself. You put that kid into poverty. You did not set that man up. You didn't set that kid up for success. You set him up for misery because you was horny and in your emotions. Shit, I got caught up. The woman I was dealing with told me that she was on birth control. I should have scrapped that shit up. I got a 21-year bid. I love my daughter to death, but look at what I had to do, and look what I had to go through by making that decision. That's why I don't want to have no kids no more. One and done. I'm okay with that, right? I got more rooms in my house than I have a child, so I'm well taken care of in that aspect. I got lucky, but even with getting lucky, look at everything I had to go through. Mom using the child as a manipulation pawn. We're going to court, child support, $40,000 between lawyers, $45,000 now between lawyers and going back to court and hiring private investigators to find her and shit. I'm traumatized. But I know that this was a lesson and not to put myself back in the same position. But women will sit there and be traumatized and make the same fucking mistake over and over again and expect everybody just, don't look at what I do, look at what I say. No, be responsible. Take accountability. You fucked, especially if you hit a certain age. You hit a certain age when it comes to that, stick a fork in it. No men are looking for 40-year-old women with 3, 4 fucking kids who don't got their shit together. And the men who do choose you are not the men that you want. The men who choose you don't got shit going on for themselves, so they settle for you. That's the truth. Shit, I don't got no money. I can't attract a good woman, right? I don't got my life together, but this woman with 3 kids who's 40 or 38 or whatever the fuck it is will settle for me, so I'd take it. But a man who got his shit together gonna look at that shit like, you know, I don't know if I want this smoke. I don't think it's gonna be productive for my future. I still have goals. I don't think that this package is what I want to invest in. I'm sorry, as fucked up as it may sound, but you know, your past matters. What you come with matters, because a man has to take that responsibility of that woman and the responsibility of that whole fucking package. And then we still got to worry about you cheating on us with the baby daddy, because women always go back to the baby daddy somehow. Sooner or later, at some point, they're going to fuck or whatever. So why the fuck would we want to put ourselves in that situation? We work so fucking hard to get to where we're at. That's low vibration. I'm sorry. So as fucked up as that may sound, accountability. So block me, delete me, feel some type of way. But this was all triggered from a post that I've seen on Facebook when a woman said that why do men think that paying child support pays all the bills? That's what triggered all of this. Bitch, child support shouldn't pay no bills, it's for the fucking child. If you too broke to sit there and pay your own fucking bills instead of worrying about that man that you trapped, then that's your problem. Maybe you should get a job. Maybe you should work a second job to take care of your own responsibilities. Because it's not a man's responsibility, especially after the relationship is done, to take care of that woman for the rest of her life. No, we got a life to live too. So same thing with my baby moms. Paying $1,500 in child support. I pay all the bills in her household, plus food, plus light, plus fucking phone bills and everything else, and then some. And the bitch is still struggling. Don't even work. Don't drive. Not even a high school diploma or a GED. But then of course I'm gonna be the bad guy for her decisions. But then I take responsibility for my actions that led to that, because I should have just wore a condom instead of believing a woman who said that she was on birth control. I should have took my nuts and at least tied them up into a fucking knot, so at least I don't shoot nothing out. Looking for the spot. But yo, dating with Boobie, take it how the fuck you want to take it. Triggered. I'm fucking triggered.